buns from Batu, aka Galaxy's Edge, aka Black Spire Outpost, sitting in probably the most picturesque area in Galaxy's Edge, right in front of the Millenium Falcon. Every time I've seen, I mean, we've been here numerous times already, but with the spires in the background and a life-size Millenium Falcon, it really just always takes me back.
Yeah, it's so majestic. The amount of work that they put into the detail of Batu is amazing, man. Every time I walk into here, I feel like you're transformed into the Star Wars universe.
Bro, I get goosebumps every time because
Yeah,
we're so much into Star Wars, and even just walking down into Batu, once you hear the John Williams score that he created specifically for this park, it's like, it gets me every single time. Kathleen Kennedy said, and George Lucas said, that there is no Star Wars without John Williams.
Absolutely.
So having him write the special score when you walk in, I mean, it's Star Wars' secret sauce in verbatim, you know?
Yeah, it's just. I mean, when you think of Star Wars, you think of that intro music, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. It's so visceral. Yeah, that sound,
yeah,
right?
Just that chord.
So key.
It strikes a chord, literally. It strikes a chord.
And that they've fully incorporated that here over at Batu, and you know, we love it. We love it.
No, and I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt today. This is it's a big face stipple art done by William Harrison in the early 90s, licensed by Changes. And I actually got this shirt from a friend. Shout out to CJ at Leftovers in Hawaii. But I have the complete set of these big face tees, and actually the original art for these tees that maybe I'll show in a future video. But I collect vintage tees. I love Star Wars. What do you got rocking today in your special spirit jersey?
I just got it's a bright red for the holidays Disneyland spirit jersey.
I'd almost say it's like an infrared.
It's an infrared, high vis.
I love that.
You know, on brand with what I like to wear at the parks, anything Disney. You know, I got a couple of surprises for the next couple of videos, but right now we're rocking the red for the holidays. Since we're here, let's talk about the Falcon, man. Is this the favorite spaceship that we know in the universe? Nothing is cooler. I feel like just from a cool perspective, the Falcon
iconic
is just top notch, right?
Well, I mean, we're right in front of the Smuggler's Run ride, the 6-seater where you can be either a pilot, a gunner, or an engineer. And each position's fun, each position's interactive, and we're gonna ride this one next.
in a little bit. But before we do that, we got to snack. So
we'll snack on some holiday treats. So the seasonal offerings from the Blue Milk stand is the blue milk with golden Lichen Paddy frog eggs, and it's the blue milk with a strawberry puree, golden Lychee popping spheres. So it's popping boba, and generally I'm not a huge fan of the popping boba, but I do love boba and I do love lychee. So we'll see how this one tastes. And then the Wookie Ookies. So it's a Wookie cookie. It's a pecan chocolate shortbread with salted caramel.
Nice.
We love the pecan. We love the salted caramel. And we love snacking.
So
and
this is like a chocolate cookie base. Nice, man.
It looks pretty squishy too. Usually when I think of shortbread, I think of that you know, in that tin that you get during Christmas time. I forget the name of the brand. That English shortbread. That's more of a
like a wafer, or not a wafer, but it's a little bit, it's light, but you can snap it off, you know what I mean? As opposed to something like this, which is a little bit more kind of like a clump. So it's like
like a clump, like a Wookie Dookie.
Yeah, Wookie Dookie, exactly. Wookie Dookie cookie.
Here you go, try that out, brother. All right, well, let's try this Wookie Ookie first. Let's literally break some bread. Yeah, you know what? So it's really that pull apart. You see that? Look at that.
Ooh. Oh.
There you go. Let's literally break some bread here. Cheers, man. You know what it reminds me of? Those shortbreads that have those chocolates in the middle, that Swiss ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The texture's good. The gooiness of the caramel on point.
It's falling apart. There's just a bunch of the nuts are just falling on the table.
Extra nuts, extra pecan. You know, pecan, generally, I feel like it's more of a holiday nut also, you know?
Absolutely. What's your first assessment?
Better than I thought it would be.
It's moist. I don't know if it'll show on the camera, but it's nice and moist. You can kind of see.
I like the gooiness of it. Because when I think of shortbread, like we mentioned before, I think of that crunch, almost like a little like pasty, if you will, after you keep chewing on shortbread, you know what I mean?
It's definitely not a cookie. It's more bready than cookies. So it's kind of hard to explain the difference, but like,
you know, it's almost like
it's chewy.
Like a fresh out of the oven, chewy, chunky chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
That's more fudgy, right? You know, I think I need to wash that down. Blue milk is always a classic for me.
So for the longest time, I thought blue milk was actually sort of a milk-based drink, but it actually is not. It's more of like icy.
Yeah, I think there's coconut milk in it. I think it is coconut based, but it's not like milk
Not
dairy.
not dairy, for sure.
I get the real strawberry puree in it.
I get the popping boba. So with popping boba, it's kind of lighter. It's not as dense as regular boba. And when you bite on it, it pops and there's like some sort of syrup inside, right?
Yeah. You know, the presentation was a little nicer right when it came out because the boba was sitting right at the top.
Yeah.
But then after a while, it just kind of sinks to the bottom as you kind of start shaking it around.
Yeah. Kind of.
So the golden boba, it literally it was gold and it had a little bit of sparkle to it, which was really pretty for presentation.
How do you like this compared to regular blue milk? Because regular blue milk doesn't have the swirl of the strawberry.
Yeah, I like blue milk. And the little hack too, what you can do is that they won't mix it for you, but you can get a blue milk and a green milk and an extra cup, and you can split it and make your own swirl. I've done that before, but at the end of the day, I think I just like the classic blue milk.
I like the strawberry puree. It kind of adds to, it complements the flavor of the blue milk. What is the base flavor of blue milk anyway? So coconut milk based?
I think it's more coconutty. I mean, like maybe a hint of the green is more citrusy. I think the blue, even though there's no dairy, I think the blue is a little creamier. And I think it's because of coconut.
It's nice and refreshing. A nice little ode to Star Wars in terms of just like the weird food items that you can get.
From Luke getting blue milk in A New Hope, right?
Yeah, you're right.
He poured in Uncle Owen's homestead, pouring the blue milk. That's where the blue milk comes from. And I guarantee you that blue milk then isn't the same blue milk as it is now.
Absolutely.
Chewy up here in the building. What's up, Chewy? You want to say hi? We're vlogging with some blue milk.
Hi, Chewy.
The Wookie Ookie
Inside
itself.
the Wookie cookie.
Yeah. I like it. It's nice and gooey. Shout out to Chewy, making a little cameo here. Appreciate that.
Oh my God! So that was definitely part of the appeal here over at Galaxy's Edge. You can get a visitor, whether or not it's a stormtrooper. Kylo Ren was walking around. You can have a Wookiee just kind of chilling, walking around.
The
joining
character
in on
interaction
the
is second to none.
Notch.
Yeah.
I think they've done a really good job in terms of, getting the vibes right over here at Galaxy's.
I get goosebumps nonstop. I love it here. This might be my favorite land, just because I love Star Wars so much. We were here for the grand opening, and seeing the evolution of this land is really a special place to be if you like Star Wars. If you like Star Wars, you come here, you'll enjoy yourself. If you, I keep getting goosebumps again, man. If you love Star Wars, you might shed a tear the first time you walk into the park here.
This place,
and then you see the Millenium Falcon in its full glory. And you know what? The last time we were here, maybe we'll catch it on a future vlog. The fireworks over the spires right over here is absolutely beautiful, and they just updated the music here to have a special score to go with the fireworks show here in Batu. And I think they have like a special package you can buy too, but
yeah.
I think we're sitting in those seats, right?
Yeah.
for that special package.
Exactly, just
And once
right
again-
in front of Smuggler's Run.
And of course, the music you'll hear is the John Williams score, right?
Yeah. And then
You might get a little Mandalorian in it. Shout out to fellow Mandalorians here.
Yeah.
Like Boba Fett.
it's coordinated with the fireworks. It's a fantastic show every time. So many ways to experience
I
Disneyland.
like it here with a little extra overcast like this too.
Yeah, it kind of adds to the vibe of
The planetary
outer space.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
In another planet with regards to that. So-
Well, in Batu they say bright suns when it's daytime, and then rising moons when night falls. So as the sun sets in a couple of hours here, we'll be saying rising moons, but we'll see you for sure at the next video.
Peace.